Hi everyone, this is Anka of AGblend13 back with another painting video. As usual, I'm working on aluminum that has been hand cut and shaped by my design partner Japri, and I will be painting with acrylics. Now there is the sketchbook page of my original color study of a cat face. Now this piece specifically was a commission, and the job was to recreate the client's pet cats with some fantasy colors. So here we're looking at a black cat, and how do we zhuzh up a black cat and make add some more fantasy colors and make things look a little more magical? The collector suggested a cobalt blue, and I fully agree with that. I think that's really nice, and I added a little more by bringing in some shades of purple and making the eyes a literal glowing green that's going to cast neon shadows or neon light onto the surrounding fur. That's a trick I really love. You know, of course, you're up in the middle of the night, stumbling to the bathroom, and you see these little glowing dots in the distance, and there's the cat watching you as it just picks up on the tiniest little spark of light. And so yes, making it look like they are literally glowing all the time, I think is so beautiful and fun. So yeah, that's what we're working on here. It is just lots and lots of layers. I talk a lot while I'm painting about kind of working from back to front. That it's easier to establish things in the background and then you layer things in the foreground over it, or at least it's easier for me. That's how I like to do things. And so for something like this, you may wonder what's considered the background, because it is a freeform cutout face. And so in this instant, you have to zoom in, and the ears are the background. The eyes, to a certain extent, are going to be the background, because I know later on I'm going to need to be layering fur over the fronts of the ears to create that dimensional effect, and layering fur over the tops of the eyes. And so just thinking, you know, just very literally what's in the foreground, even for just one small section. And so it's focusing on getting which sections do I need to establish first, and then here I go, putting in those fur details on the ears, and then eventually I'll get to the tops of the eyes as well. And that is how I do things. There's no big secret to painting fur, fluffy fur. It is going to take time, and kind of one trick I've learned is keep all those frayed brushes. I use synthetic paint brushes, and working with acrylics, they get busted up pretty quick. They'll get frayed and they'll kind of lose their point, and so they're not going to be good for detail work, but definitely for making that fur effect. I have frayed brushes that I have them labeled, and I keep them on the side, and that's what I use every time, and it makes it a lot easier. And then you switch to finer detailed brushes for your final layers. And so I used a nicer point brush, getting to the hair above the eyes, getting to the whiskers, and all those little tiny details at the very end that really bring it all together. And there she is. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.